Now, next topic. We got and get...
They tripping. It's funny because
my ass guys... tongue-tied, though. You ain't...
I thought you was laughing because these guys tripping.
No, but they is. Motherfuckers tripping, okay? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the She Say podcast. I am Soleil.
I'm B. Nicole.
And y'all, it's been a minute. It's been a real minute. We apologize, but it's been a minute. We've been living life. You know what I'm saying? Just living fucking life. Get the bag, y'all. I started a new job, so in my career field, and yeah, shit, it's been a lot. But also, we've been celebrating birthdays and all type of things been popping off. So yeah, but we back again, y'all, and trust me, we're gonna be more consistent. Y'all gonna get the She Say consistency again. But yeah, we back again. So how you feeling, girl? How was your week?
Long as usual. I was waiting for Friday, y'all. I'm like, shit, it's Friday yet? Because this waking up early.
It's for the birds.
Trying to tell y'all. So, I was looking forward to this weekend. So, I'm happy now that it's here.
Yeah, I'm
and
happy.
This month is just flying by.
This month went by like shit. I don't even feel like I really seen August. Like, it's just August 1st and then...
End of August.
Like, you know, so yeah, this month flew by. But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be back here, y'all, filming. And my week went pretty good. Like I said, you know, I started a new job or whatnot, y'all. But this is the first time I actually looked forward to the weekend.
Right, yeah.
Because I normally was working on the weekend. So now I can really be like, damn, I look forward to it. But I ain't gonna lie, it's been a challenge. I ain't been a full-time girl in a minute. It's been a challenge, y'all, because I'm like, I'm used to having a little bit more freedom, but you know, everything going like it's supposed to, so that's cool or whatever. So we gotta get into the streets. Is talking what they've been talking about.
The streets. I heard Gotti and Ashanti.
We gotta run it back, y'all. We gotta run all the ones back. Man, so when I seen that damn Drink Champs, I said, okay. It was like, he'll go on. I feel like this was a whole Ashanti kind of bash. Like,
which is what a lot of people were saying.
Yeah, it was like, you couldn't really even get like, I mean, he did talk about himself and how he got on and certain things like that, but I didn't feel like it was organically something that he could really celebrate himself on because you keep talking about this woman. So I feel like you still hurt. Like
bitter, capital
bitter. Yeah. This is the first time where I can really say, like, okay, I know people said Future was on the about Sierra at first, okay, when they broke up, that he was bitter. But this nigga is like bitter. Like, I never seen a man sit up there and he went off the subject and came back to the subject. I'm like, damn, he can't get off. What did she really do?
She put it down like she was supposed to. That's what she did.
And I'm just thinking, like, damn, is you so mad because he was bringing up the whole Nelly situation?
Yeah.
And you got a whole fucking wife.
And then you got to think about it. Her and Nelly, even though they ain't back together or not like that, they just became back cool. You know what I'm saying? That's probably sparking something in his ass. So he's probably jealous. What the hell?
And she don't want shit to do with him.
And didn't he say, like, she started talking to Nelly when they was messing around or something?
Yeah, he basically claimed he was on the couch or whatever. He was watching a game or whatever, NFL game, and he see them announce Ashanti, Nelly, and they put the camera on them. You know how they be in the bleachers or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And he like, damn, that's how I found out that she basically was fucking with another nigga. But the whole time,
you're married.
So I'm not understanding.
These guys, not all of them, but ones like him, they be a whole joke. Like, how you tripping? And you got a whole entire wife that belong to you at home. You don't beat it.
But you want control over somebody else. And then you expect the girl just to stay there because you want to sit up here and do what the fuck you want to do. You want to have all what you want to have and just want to be accessible to her when you want to be accessible to her.
Have your cake and eat it too? That the guys like to do? That's what it sounds like.
Yes. But I ain't gonna lie, the fucking interview was funny. I was cracking up.
I have not watched it yet, but I gotta tune in.
It was funny, but it was sad because I'm like, damn, he is so bitter. He like a bitter ass man. Like, and that's like when you gonna move on to the point to where you take.
Because people probably really wanted to hear about what the hell happened to her.
Right. So it's like when he got into his shit, but it was like that whole thing
kept reverting back.
Yeah, because you could tell he was even trying to move from it, but he kept bringing it back up.
Yeah, he bitter.
He's bitter for sure.
And I don't think it got nothing to do with her trying to get her masters back and all that. I think, like you said, he's just bitter.
He bitter. He mad about her leaving. He's mad about the whole situation. He never got over the situation. He probably thought that girl was going to be on the team, rap or whatever. Because how they brought it up too was she got her star. And Nori was like, I'm surprised that you wasn't there when she got her star or whatever, because Ja Rule was there. And Ja Rule was like, yeah, I was definitely there or whatever. Right. And then he like, nah, I'm straight. And that's kind of like how he went in on the whole thing. Like, basically, she's unloyal.
That's some type of hate.
She left when, as far as leaving the label, because their relationship had ended, but before then, but she left the label on some just because they were being investigated. So I'm like, but a normal person, like Hadori said to her, he was like, but that's a good reason for her to want to be done with the label. Yeah, because I don't got time for this. I'm trying to move on in my career. And he looking at it like, nah, that's unloyal. That's unloyal type of shit. And I'm just looking like, nigga, what?
That's how some people
girl. Yeah,
they don't want you to progress.
They don't.
They want you to stay at the same level. Yeah, that ain't how it's supposed to go.
Speak it.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for people like that. They don't want to see you do bigger and better things. Like, okay, you did what you were supposed to do with her. You know what I'm saying? You introduced her to the world. The time is over now. Right. Let her be great.
Right. Yeah, and it's sad that they can't even be on that. Like he said, like Nori said, that you can't even come when she getting her star and y'all. But the problem is you done mixed business with pleasure.
You can't do that.
You should have never done that to begin with. You know?
Yeah.
You should have kept that shit separate. But enough about them. The next we want to talk about Chrisean Rock and Blueface, y'all. They gonna keep coming up. Because they just keep
doing shit.
And the last we talked to y'all, they done jumped off even more. More and more and more. I mean, fights done broke out. Mama going back over the media, going in on her. He telling her to leave. He'll give her 1,000 or some K, whatever the fuck he was trying to give her. All this stuff is going on, but she is stuck. She did interviews and everything.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the whole dynamic of their relationship?
At first, I used to be like, what's wrong with her? Is she slow? Is she dumb? Is she crazy? And don't get it twisted, we all been dumb and crazy over a guy or for love before.
For love, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But the shit she doing is like, okay, you taking it overboard. So at first I was thinking, when, you know, last podcast we talked about her tooth and all that, I'm like, something got to be wrong with her.
Right.
But then I started listening to her interview. And I just was like, dang, this girl is very intelligent. She outgoing. Sweet girl, nice personality. But then she goes on to talk about her family history. And she goes on more so to speak about her mom. And I think she got a lot of siblings. But basically, her mom was on some type of drug or something. And she wasn't there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But she went on to say how she always wanted to take care of her mom and stuff like that. So now that I'm putting two and two together, what it sounds like is that she done ran into Blue. He done showed her this attention that she was lacking from her parents. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot. That's what happened with a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? He done showed her all this attention and everything like that. So now, you know what I'm saying? How he treating her, she accepting it because she think that this is love.
Right.
And that's what I think it is. I don't think the girl is stupid no more. I think she lost and in love.
Yeah, I agree with that though. I definitely think she lost in the love. And I never thought something, but I do think, okay, I don't think she crazy. I think she lost in the love, but I think it is something to where it's tattoos for me.
She might got some type of obsession with
it's something like, because to have a tattoo on the ear,
everywhere,
neck, wrist. Like
I said, she is a smart. If you listen to her talk,
she definitely is a smart girl.
Like, that don't even match
what you
displaying. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, okay, now what's really going on?
She definitely is a smart girl because you got to think of the level she was working on to get herself to where he even in the room or near him. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not gonna lie, her personality, I see how Cardi B used to be when they first introduced her on Love and Hip Hop. That's what I see in Chrisean Rock.
Yeah. And that's what I always say.
I think she gonna go somewhere.
She's going to probably honestly succeed him. That's what I'm saying on the last podcast. She's probably really gonna succeed him because at the end of the day, she has personality. The girl is a firecracker, but she is a sweetheart at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
and she God-fearing, and I love that about her.
And she just got caught up.
Yeah.
And not only did she get caught up, she got caught up with a lot of girls go through that where you meet a man and you just head gone. This is just your world type of deal. But then when you got that and a nigga got stardom and he got money,
he pulling you up there too.
You're on platforms, a shade room, and different things like
this. All this different
at that particular time, you got to think, like, shit, if we was 24, 25 at that shit would be, or even 23, 19, whatever age, that shit would be like, damn, they're speaking about me. You know what I'm saying? The world knows about me at the end of the day. So it's going to take her a minute for her to get out this shit. I ain't going to lie. They might, I don't know if they ever go. I don't know. But I just think it is unhealthy.
I just revert back to me being 19, 20, 21 and in love. You know what I'm saying? And some of this stuff that she's doing, I've been there and done tattoos and tooth and all of that. But some of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, I can relate to because I've been there and I've done that. You know what I'm saying? But the older you get, the more you figure out yourself and what you want, you know, and what you're going to tolerate. So I think she will grow out of it.
I hope she will.
And I do think that, you know what I'm saying, she deserves better. And I'm not even going to put it all on her because me watching the footage,
I was about to say,
Blueface, if you really wanted to leave this girl,
he will leave her.
You will leave that girl.
He will leave her.
He liked that toxic stuff.
He do.
Just like a lot of guys like that toxic energy.
Yeah.
They like that toxic mess. They don't like to say they do. But y'all do. Right. You know what I'm, y'all get some type of, I don't know, some type of enjoyment or something out of it. Yeah.
I agree with that. A lot of guys don't like to admit it, but they like some toxic shit. And they bring
But what I'm going to tell y'all, y'all got to keep your hands off these men. I had to learn that too, being the age that Krishan Rock is. You can't keep putting your hands on this man
and expect him
not to hit back.
That's the truth.
Because he's still human at the end of the day. He still got a reflex like we got a reflex. And he's still defending himself.
He's still defending himself. And that's the one thing that we got to stop, like, saying, like, oh, a man should never hit a woman, which a man should not. But at the same time, we can't just as females think, okay, I'm going to put my hands on him and he better take this shit. And not expect to get our ass hit back. Like, real talk.
Because as I was watching the video, she was definitely the aggressor. And he kept trying to walk away from her numerous amount of times. Until he finally was like, okay, listen, you got to stop putting your hands on me. You know what I'm saying?
And then you all in public eye too. You got to think his egos and stuff like that.
But this another thing.
Ain't everyone put his hands on.
They got to be careful with that, especially Blueface, because he's the one who's up here now. And it just, when I was watching that video, it made me think about Chris Brown and Rihanna. And how, you know what I'm saying, something so small. Not saying that him putting his hands on her is small. But you got to think about it. They probably been fighting in their relationship, honestly. And somebody just got a hold to it. And then it just blew up into this big ordeal to whereas, you know what I'm saying, he was almost knocked off the map. As talented as he is, his career was almost gone. Yeah. You got to be careful with that.
You do got to be careful. And I think the reason why his pride was so big because look at her fucking face.
That too, though.
Even though his reaction he just probably went in, but she went to the hospital and the shit was all there. So I think that's why it blew up like it did. But it was sad, but it worked out best for both. The crazy part is it did work. Both of their careers up, and that's the craziest shit to me.
And they never left each other alone.
They never did. But eventually they did.
But I'm saying back then,
they never left each other alone. But she did say in an interview like shit, like, you know, in some words, don't be, you know, he ain't that type of guy. Like how people are trying to make it. They had an argument, things escalated, and he.
I just know how us women can be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes, a lot of times, we are the aggressor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times.
We don't think. We black out. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
These men are stronger than us. That's just the reality of the situation. They're always going to be able to beat us. That's just the reality of the situation. So why even take it that far? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my whole thing. So I just want Blueface and them, they got to get it together.
Get it together.
If y'all gonna be together and make it work. If y'all ain't, shit, go on y'all separate ways. Cause both of them, he this rapper that's blowing up. Like I said, she got personality out this world. Whether it's her rapping or her reality TV, she's gonna go somewhere.
She's gonna go somewhere for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
She definitely.
She definitely don't need him now because he done got her.
He done boosted her up. So now she got a name for herself.
Yep.
She got a name for herself. So, girl, where'd my phone go? Keep it moving. Okay, y'all. So I guess I don't even need it though. Okay, so now that was the streets is talking, y'all. Yeah, the streets is talking, and we had to talk about them. Okay, so going on to the next segment, I want to get into the topic. What's the topic?
So this was a while ago when we heard of this, and it was a young lady on Facebook.
Oh no, I don't want to talk.
You want to talk about her? We can talk about her briefly and then switch it on over.
Okay.
It's old, y'all, but we've been gone for a minute. We've been wanting to get this off our chest because it come up a lot. Honestly,
I have to read the whole.
Well, no, you don't gotta read it. Just paraphrase it.
It'd be hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to paraphrase it, y'all. But I got that screenshot. But I'm gonna paraphrase it. So in so many words, from what? But this is what I took.
No, don't just say like paraphrase it as in what she was saying. How you took it is what she was saying, honestly, though. So.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, she was saying how she was explaining how she don't enjoy motherhood. Honestly, she got into this probably thinking that it was one thing, but now that when she actually got into it and actually living it, also being a single, well, she is a single mom by herself, but she does have the father's help. So let's just put that in there. So her and the father and they're not together or whatever.
She's a single woman.
She's a single woman, but she's not a single parent. Yeah. Okay. So she was just talking about how she don't enjoy getting up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. making bottles. She don't enjoy just getting up in the middle of the night. She don't enjoy the process of having to put things together as far as worrying about meals, as far as having to worry about just everything that really pretty much come with motherhood as far as responsibility. Now, what I took from the thing was something how I can relate to. Not saying I don't enjoy being a mother. I really want to read her shit so I can put it out there. But I feel like people don't talk about this shit. Like, people talk about the good things. Oh, you're about to be a mom. This is a beautiful type of thing. You hear women all day saying they're so happy they're a mother. And from what I got from her post, I don't think she was saying that she wasn't happy to be a mother. From what I feel, she said she's not happy about certain responsibilities that she had to do now that she has this child. And now that she has this child, she's trying to raise this child up to be the best that the child can be. Absolutely. You know, she probably didn't understand what really went into becoming a mother.
A lot of us don't.
And everybody, you're not really going to understand until you actually are in that situation. Because once you have kids, it's like, damn, just say, I don't care what age you is. Like, and for me, she had a kid probably like in her later 20s, or I don't know exactly how old she is, probably later 20s or early 30s. But no matter what age you embark on being a mother, you are not really going to know how motherhood is until you actually experience motherhood. I don't care if you're 40, 50, whatever age you have a kid. So it's certain things about motherhood that you just honestly don't understand. You don't understand how your body going to change, how you might feel about another person, how your emotions are over the place, how now this person is dependent upon you, and whatever move you make affects that child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you honestly don't understand that really until you actually are living it. So many people were going in about her like, oh, you don't want this kid. If you don't want this kid, then give it to somebody else. Like, how dare she come out and say that? Like, I've just seen so many people like going up about it. But I think people misinterpreted it the wrong way, to where she wasn't saying she don't want to be a mother or that she don't love her child. She was saying she didn't realize the responsibility that went into it.
She was saying it's hard.
It's hard.
And it is hard.
It's hard.
It's definitely the most beautiful, is rewarding. Is a lot of women, you know, they pay a lot of money to have these kids, and you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a blessing in disguise. I will say that And it's got its time. Some days it's like the best feeling in the world. And some days it's like, dang, I need a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like, this is kind of hard. Like, I got to figure out how I'm going to get the kid to school, how I'm going to pick him up from school. The father got a choice whether or not he going to do this or he going to do that. I don't have a choice. If the kid need this, I got to get it. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, you got another human being depending on you. Every decision that you're making it for you and that person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard, especially like she said, the getting up at night and
especially
you know what I'm
babies saying? And doing all that. And then it's different where she probably was by herself a lot of those times, getting up, changing diapers, making bottles, and stuff like that. It's hard when you're doing all that shit by yourself. Like, you ain't got nobody else to turn over to and be like, can you?
And even though he's there, he's not there every day,
all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So that's a big difference,
I didn't see in that post where she was saying she don't want her child.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
People misinterpret it.
People misinterpret it. And I'm pretty sure y'all feel the same way sometimes. You can't sit up here and tell me that you don't be feeling that sometimes. Everybody need a break, whether it's from a kid, a husband, a boyfriend, whatever the case may be. Everybody needs some alone time.
Exactly.
So you can't sit up here and get this girl a side eye because she's speaking the truth.
Like, that's like, let's say if a woman came on the post and she said, I hate being a wife. She might not be saying she don't want her husband or she don't want to be married. She's probably most likely saying she hates certain duties that come with it. Because when you get married, or even if you have somebody that you with, that means you cooking, you cleaning, you doing everything for somebody else sometimes, or which they should be doing for you as well. But your what comes relationships, become motherhood, parenthood, all that shit. You're putting yourself in a situation to where you have to look and put other people first at times. You don't come first. So you're constantly thinking about the next person. And then it comes times where, you get your time, you can unwind and things like that. But that shit is a responsibility. And sometimes you might not want to cook. Sometimes you might not want to do X, Y, Z.
And let's be honest, half of us bringing these kids in this world, and it's all backwards, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And like the young lady said, if she could have done it differently, she would have done it differently. And it's nothing wrong with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because thinking back, I had my son at 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? And now that I think back, and I think what the OGs used to say, you know what I'm saying? With my friends that previously already had kids used to say, now you think back and be like, dang, they was right. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't get me wrong, I don't regret any decision. But I know it would have been a better circumstance had I would have done it the right way. And what I mean, y'all, by the right way is, I'm not a single parent per se. I'm a single woman. I do have help, but I don't have help all the time.
Right.
It would have been a lot easier on me if, you know what I'm saying, we had this time where I get up sometimes, you get up sometimes. I drop them off at school, you drop them off at school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have been way easier like that. So I get what she's saying when she say, I would have waited and got myself more established. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in all reality, you don't want your kid to want for anything.
Right.
That's just, I want my son to have everything his heart desire. Whatever he wants, he get. That's just, but I can't always do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I get where she was coming from.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because, like, for me, I had a kid at 19. I had a kid at 23, 24. It was 23 or 24. Yeah, probably about 23. Something around there. But, from my experience, I would have waited. I would have honestly waited a long time. Because was parenting even in the cards for me? Like, did I really understand myself before did I really want kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even really experience life before I put myself in this predicament. But now that my children are here, hell yeah, they're going to have the best life. I'm going to make sure that they have everything that they need, and I could just put them in a position that I didn't have. You know, I'm going to explain to my daughter, wait, experience, get out here. It's a whole big world. Don't fall or don't settle for the first thing that you see, because it's going to be so many men. It's going to be so many opportunities that you're going to come across. Want what you want and go after what you want. Don't settle for less because you don't have to. And at the end of the day, don't have a baby. You can be with that man plenty of time, but don't have a kid. Like, wait to have a kid until you are really ready for this child. Because honestly, and I ain't saying this to be, how can I say this? Having babies young and getting into having a baby, I hear a lot of women, I want to have a baby before I'm 35, but that shit is overrated. Have a baby when you're ready. So when you can financially give that kid what you want to give that kid financially and also emotionally, physically. You want to make sure you raising a kid that's vibrant and happy. So don't go out here rushing and thinking that the time or the pressure that the world is putting on you to have a baby. And now we sitting up here faced with the Roe versus Wade. Hell, ain't no telling.
And that's another thing.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? People get frowned upon for having these abortions, and my whole thing is you do what's right for you. Yeah, we all make mistakes because we're all human. Yes, we should be more careful. Absolutely. But we all human, and we all do fall short sometimes. You got to do what's best for you. You can't listen to what she say, he say, because at the end of the day,
that's your choice.
That's your choice.
And what you got to live with.
You got to live with this. And you going to be responsible for everything that come with it. So it's just
nobody else.
You got to weigh the pros and cons of the situation in the whole for yourself. Not even for the person that you laid down with.
Exactly.
For yourself.
Agree.
A lot of people don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
A lot of people think they're going to get frowned upon. People going to be disappointed. Can't look at it like that.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of people came down on this woman. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because when I saw it, I was like, damn, people just really going in on her.
And we going to tag her because I want her to know.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Fine. I'm
not going to lie. I love her vibrations. Like, I've been following her page, and she that post has sent up so many people are tapping into me. She's now talking about so many different things and just, so I just love her energy and her vibrations, and you never know how things work out. She probably needs that post to go out. We talking about it now. You know what I'm saying? It's people that feel the same way, and it's not bad to feel how you feel. It's the problem is people are shunned about how they feel, and just because it's out of the norm, it's shunned upon. Where how I took from the post. The woman did not say she didn't love her child. She said the opposite. Of people actually read and listened. People just act and think off of what they would do. But everybody are not you. True. And you're not everybody. So,
and your situation ain't always
the best.
Ain't no situation
is perfect. So, but my thing is, don't put your thoughts or your opinions upon somebody else's situation without really even knowing their situation. Like, go get the kid. That girl is that shit. The life I'm seeing, she living better than a lot of people. Baby in swim classes out here living her best life.
Better than me. I ain't going to no damn swim class. Not drink to that.
She doing the fuck she gotta do. So hats off to you, sis. So I seen the post, and the guy said the girl was bad until she got some braids. Like, the girls be bad until they get braids. What is up with that? Because honestly, I think I'd be looking cute in my braids. You know what I'm saying? All kind of braids,
knotless braids,
everything. So y'all just saying y'all don't really like something that was brought naturally into our culture that we established. Y'all want us to have even our hair. And I'm gonna run this back to y'all too. Let's break this down. Even us pressing our hair out and getting them silk presses and all that, it's not natural to the black culture. Honestly, it's not. People call it natural hair. The
black culture, we have coily, curly,
exactly,
thick, defined hair. Exactly. That's our hair.
That's our hair.
Our hair is not made
to straightened be straight. Our hair to fit more to the European culture.
Yes.
Like, that's just
the reality of the situation.
And if you really go and get your hair done whole year, every 2 weeks with getting a wrap, your shit is gonna fall out even 6 months.
Like, you're not supposed to have that heat in your head.
You're not supposed to have that heat in your head. So certain things are damage to our hair. So like how you said before, like, y'all don't want us having the weaves.
They don't. They say something when we wear the weaves, when we wear the color, but then it's like, okay, the cornrows. That's, like I said, that's before our grandparents' time. Like, the plaits, the cornrows, the box braids they used to be plaits back in the day.
Right.
So what's the problem?
I don't understand what the problem is.
I don't understand what the problem is either. I think we look cute with it. Honestly, I think it brings out our facial features.
Yes.
You know what I'm
saying? Get different kind of attention based off your hairstyles. And I think I do. Like, when I do got that long hair, even though y'all guys be saying y'all don't like weave, long weave, or just
and
even
my braids.
I get
braids straight to the back, the long braids.
Yeah. Like,
girl.
But it's be crazy to me because I'm not gonna lie, I can post a picture with a wrap. I don't know. Think about it. It just depends. I guess it depends on the guy. So, but I do think they prefer the
it's
more
like the lashes.
And they
say they don't like them lashes.
And they be going crazy.
But they be going crazy with them lashes.
I don't get it.
They be going crazy with them lashes.
They do.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
Somebody ain't telling the truth.
They ain't telling the truth. Y'all lying out here. And what is it? And I don't understand why we gotta conform. Y'all ain't talking to these white hoes about their hair, or any other race. Let me stop calling them hoes.
Let them tell it. Because the white girls, the European girls, they ain't trying to look like us. But that's a lie, because I've been seeing them braid their hair, dread their hair.
But not even that. They just trying to zoop our home culture. They're trying to mock the way we dress. You know what I'm saying?
Getting their bodies
done because they seeing black girls. They want to look more like black. They getting lip injections because they want fuller lips.
Fuller lips.
That's naturally
what
us.
We got. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because for years ago we were teased about the size of the lips. Now all of a sudden it's a craze and everybody just want fuller, bigger lips. Mm-hmm. But that was a black thing in a black culture. Butts. Exactly. That's what they want. We were teased upon about that though, remember?
We the culture that got the big butts. Us, and I think it's like the Puerto Ricans and the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Not the Caucasian.
No.
So I'm confused. What the problem is?
I don't know what the problem is. I think it's gonna keep, and I don't want to say it, but it's gonna constantly keep going back to slavery. I think like for some reason, I don't know what even the divide with the female and the man, or
and it shouldn't be like that because we should be a team.
Like,
but it just keeps coming up.
It just keep coming up, and it's like, damn, you know, how many times do we gotta be attacked? And I can see black men say like, well, black women attack black men all day. And honestly, I want to see on the level of what y'all say. Do we attack y'all on? Do we attack y'all on? What do we attack a black man on being just physical, or even being that you're a black man? Like how you can say men in general, females attack men in general, but what ways do really a black woman really attack a black? And I'm not saying that there ain't nothing out there, because I have seen some girls say certain things about being broke, not having no money. Okay, but that's just that. And I'm talking about like really, like what ways do you
it's either that or cheating.
Or cheating.
It's either they ain't got no money or they cheat.
But I mean,
you can
like,
give me a broke nigga, I'd be happy. I swear I would. Over a cheater any day.
Exactly. But my thing is like really critiquing the way they look, the way they operate with certain. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you would see the black. We don't. A man critique a woman for the way she looks, her hair, her even money her damn self. What she got, what she don't have. Bet women ain't got all three. Bet women ain't got all four. I see that shit all the time. How many kids a woman got? But now we say y'all got kids, and now it's a problem. We say we didn't bang no man who got a certain amount of kids.
They want the women who don't have no kids. But then y'all got kids. I never understood that. It's like, how you gonna critique me about having a kid, and you have an outside kid too? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of equal. What's the problem? Now, when you go on to talk about multiples, okay, and I only have one, okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But you saying, oh, I don't want a woman with no kid, but you got a kid.
Right.
How does that make sense?
It don't make sense at all. You know, it just don't. And I don't think it makes sense for the woman and a man.
Neither one, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now I could say, I'm not saying that you can't have a preference. You might want to find somebody without a kid, okay. But for that to be your main goal, or for you to attack somebody,
you're gonna
miss a lot of opportunities.
A lot of good people.
And you never know what God might send your way. It could be a person who got a kid, so don't just shut them down just because they got a kid. You know, see what it is. Now, if you get into about 4 or 5 kids,
right. That's understandable. Hey, pump
3,
slow down.
2, okay, but 3 and 4, I can see how you can look at that, because me, I would be looking at the man the same way about 3, 4 kids. Like, nah, I'm straight. But at the same time,
because it's a lot of extra stuff that you put on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at these 3 or 4 kids like they're mine.
Exactly.
So that's a lot when you only got.
And then let's say you got your own
one.
Yeah, you know, like, that's a lot of situations.
It's a lot of extra baggage that I'm taking on.
Yeah.
But you're right. They always critiquing us, like you said, but we don't. Like I said, it's either you're cheating or you're broke. Either one of the two. And most of the times, the women mess with the broke guys. Honestly, we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't messing with no broke guy for real, but we do.
But yeah, how everything go. I feel like shit, I don't know. We just need to work as a unit. Shouldn't be separation. Shouldn't be separation between the man and the woman. And I don't feel the man should be critiquing a woman's hairstyles. I mean, shit.
And they like it for real. So
y'all like it for real, no matter what. If it's braids, if it's weaves,
if she look good to you, she look good.
She look good to you. And a real man ain't gonna question that. A real man would probably give his opinion to his woman about the shit he like her in. But that's between y'all two. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like no man should be going around critiquing a woman about her hair or whatever. And if you don't like it, then you just don't like it. Move the fuck on and go get your white bitch with straight hair all the time.
She probably gonna wear braids too, cause they getting to that point
where they is taking over our culture and all. Well, they not taking over our culture, but they're trying to steal in ways. Shit, like look at TikTok. TikTok don't run unless white people do it.
See, the only thing they can say is we trying to make our hair straight.
That's it. But why is that though? Why is that?
I just like straight hair sometimes.
I like straight hair too. Now don't get me wrong. But the one thing about being a black woman, I love that we got the versatile. Like people don't speak about how we can be straight one minute, we can be curly the next, we can be
and the most importantly thing that I like is we ain't gotta wash our hair every day.
Every day. We ain't gotta worry about that lice and shit.
We ain't gotta our hair ain't gonna start smelling a certain way. And but you know with a different hair texture that starts smelling.
Lice.
Okay, we don't get lice. We don't. But our hair don't start smelling a certain way none of that.
We really golden. Do y'all know we can go out in the sun and just be kissed and not burned?
They don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. When we get sick, instead of taking all this medicine, take your ass in that sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Sit in and get some of that vitamin D.
Kissed by the sun, baby. So being black is beautiful. Yeah. Y'all better love it and stop critiquing us black women.
And old black men.
Exactly. I'm tired of that. Black kings. Y'all got to stand up for us black women. Represent us because we're going to represent y'all. And that's it, y'all. That was another episode of the She Say podcast. It feels good to be back with y'all. I'm happy we was able to do this again. And on that note, cheers to another episode. And we out.